There's a Christmas event on Wildcraft. Collect presents, single player and multiplayer on Wild Plains. There's also Christmas enemies on China Forest. I'm going to go there. So, firstly, I need to find some Christmas enemies. This is the one. This is the Christmas enemy. Oh no. I think when I defeat this enemy, just like what happened with the Halloween animals, this will drop leaves. There, 22 leaves, which means I can finally spin the wheel again. And since I haven't been digging for a long time, it's probably good that now I can spin the wheel. These are polar bears, I think. And now I'm gonna fight them for leaves. How much damage? 200. How much damage? 108. This is like low damage. The pandas are just chasing me, so I'm going to just do this and just run. That's better. And now I can fight this deer. It seems like it's already having clothes or something. I don't know why. How much damage? 180 in critical. And 129. Now I'm going to level up with the fox. I'm going to let my wife in game follow me, including my pet. Okay, there's these. Now I need to fight them. Also, while I was looking at my old videos, I noticed that there's the Leveling Up in Cat Sim Season 2 Episode 4, and I wanted to really find this episode. The reason why is because it referenced what if N was the first prime. And I said that I will create it in a few days or in a week or something like that 6 months ago. So I didn't have an idea about the script, how to create it at that time, so I just waited 6 months. 6 months is a long time. But maybe it is a short time if you say it in other ways. I wasn't expecting that I will make it 6 months later. I thought I'll make it really like a week later. But since I was probably confused if I was going to be wrong about something, that's why I was hesitant to make it or anything like that. Because if I didn't know how to say it well, then how do I make the video better? And how do I make the animations for it if I don't know too well? So I made sure that I tried to look at videos about the topic a bit, like only a few videos, because I already had some experience with knowing that thing. That's why I wanted to make the video anyway. An additional thing about if n was the first prime number. I think every number will make the primes continue normally. I mean, if you get any number and make it the first prime number, the next primes will be the arithmetic sequence continued until 2 times that number, or simply, the next primes after n are going to continue the arithmetic sequence until 2n. And then at 2n, it's going to continue another sequence until 3n and so on like that. Sometimes there could be some random square number that just appears out of nowhere. So I'm going to try to look for the square number that's going to appear. If n is bigger than a certain number, that certain number will appear as the square of that number. So, example, on this one, 4, it includes 9, because 4 is bigger than 3, so 3's square will appear 9. Also, if you notice, 3 is replaced by 3 times 2, 3 times 3. And the reason why it's replaced by 3 times 2 and 3 times 3 is because, look, when n becomes bigger, it becomes replaced with 2 and 3 when n is 1. If I go to 5, you don't see any 16 appearing anywhere. The reason why? 4 appears as its double this time. Because when 4 is doubled, then 16 can't really appear. So 8 is enough for that. Since 6 is bigger than 5, and since 5 is prime, 25 appears. And then, seems like 35 appears for some reason. And 49 as well. So, I think what's happening here is this is when this number is 7. And then 8 is bigger than 7, and 7 is prime. So, 7 gets replaced with 7 times 2, 7 times 3, 7 times 5, and 7 times 7, or 49. If we go to 12, then there should be 121 all the way over here or something. But we don't see it because it is very far away in the number line, and I only allowed numbers up to 100. These are diagonal lines inside it that show that these are how the arithmetic sequence continues every time until 2n. So that's why something like 40 continues up to 79. That's why something like 40, you can see the arithmetic sequence continue up to 79. And then it becomes odd. So 79, 81, 83, 85, 87, 89, and so on, until 99. Maybe you might be wondering, how does a certain prime get replaced by 2 times itself, 3 times itself, 5 times itself, and 7 times itself, and so on, until all the primes? I think it's because when this number is 1, what happens is that no primes can appear after it, because all numbers have 1 as their factor, even primes. So all even numbers are divisible by 2, all the numbers that are divisible by 3 are divisible by 3, and so on, and then the primes continue. So I think that's why the 7 here got replaced with 14, 21, 35, and 49.